Listen, friends, we need to have a serious talk about what is in your wallet, because I've been hearing this question more and more lately. Is Capital One a Visa or a Mastercard? And while that might sound like a simple technicality, if you are approaching retirement or you are already there, not knowing the answer, and more importantly, not knowing why it matters, could leave you stranded at a checkout counter or, worse, missing out on the protection your hard-earned money deserves. Now, let me be very clear with you. Capital One is an issuer. They are the bank. Visa and Mastercard are the networks. Capital One actually issues both. They have a long-standing relationship with both companies, so the answer is that it depends on the specific card in your hand. If you look at the Saver One, you're likely looking at a Mastercard. If you're looking at the Venture X, that's a Visa Infinite. But I don't want you to just look at the logo. I want you to understand the fear that comes when you don't know how these networks work for you. I know many of you are planning world travel now that you have the time. You've worked 40 years for this. But what happens if you show up in a small town in Europe or a Costco here at home and they tell you, we don't take that? If you only carry one network, you are at risk. In retirement, your biggest priority is access and security. If you have a Capital One Mastercard and you walk into a warehouse club that only accepts Visa, your buying power is zero in that moment. That creates a panic you do not need. The question you should be asking isn't just what is it, but what does it do for me today? You see, Mastercard and Visa offer different tiers of protection. Since you are in a stage of life where you are protecting your nest egg, you need to know if your Capital One card is a Signature or an Infinite or a World Elite. These aren't just fancy words. They represent your travel insurance, your extended warranties, and your protection against fraud. If you are buying a flight to see your grandkids and that flight gets canceled, it is the network, the Visa or the Mastercard, that often dictates how much of that money you get back. I want you to take a moment and look at your cards right now. If every single card in your wallet has the Mastercard logo, even if they are different Capital One products, you are making a mistake. You are putting all your eggs in one basket. You must diversify your networks just like you diversified your 401k. Here is your actionable takeaway, and I want you to do this today. Go through your wallet and identify which Capital One cards are Visa and which are Mastercard. If you find you are heavy on one side, call Capital One. You can actually ask them about a product change, but more importantly, ensure you have at least one of each network before you head out on your next trip. Check your benefits guide, not the one from 5 years ago, the one from this year. Look for secondary rental car insurance versus primary. This is how you stay powerful. You've spent your life building your wealth. Don't let a small logo on a piece of plastic be the reason you lose sleep or lose money. Stand in your truth, know what you're carrying, and make sure the card is working just as hard for you as you worked for it. You can do this.